think when you're traveling, it's more willingness just to embrace new people, whether it's new cultures, it's meeting people, having conversations with people that I wouldn't normally meet when I'm grinding away 9 to 5 every day in an office, going home, having dinner, and that's the day, and it's sort of almost like Groundhog Day as well. But also I think in that sort of Western society, it's not often that we approach strangers to have a conversation like we did. And I think part of the reason is sort of having that almost traveller mentality. The more genuine, authentic conversations that I have with people like you makes me realise, people are going through things as well, and we've really got to understand that as well. So again, it comes back to that, I guess, the human connection and trying to be as personal and authentic as possible.
Yeah, and I think that I love what you said. It kind of brings a thought where we don't have control over anyone but ourselves.
Yeah.
For people with imposter syndrome like myself, I still have it, is to be able to have the ability to be conscious of the thoughts, but to let them go. And not only that, but to be authentic enough to admit our own faults.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens. The imposter syndrome grows when we deny our faults.
It does.
Defensiveness gets us nowhere. I never thought that I could change the world. Like, it's just me.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Then I realized it's absolutely possible.
Absolutely is.
And it takes one person at a time.
Yeah.
So me and my mom have very similar personalities.
Right.
And she was just telling me a story how she went to drop off the rental car and then the guy was like, okay, I can take you back to your house. And she's like, is it a date?
Right.
She was just joking with him, She's like, yes, sure, it's a date. And so they drive back together, and just within the 10 minutes to get to their house, she brings up a conversation about faith or God or whatever, and he starts, ebbing and flowing with her. And at the end of the conversation, he dropped my mom off and he said, "You've changed my life today."
Amazing.
Of course, I can't forget Family Mart. My favorite place to go to. Let's check it out. This is like a hot drink area. All the different sushis. Sandwiches are really good here. And they have everything in Family Mart. Trying to figure out a storyline for this tower. This gentleman, what's your name? Yohei. Yohei. This gentleman was kind enough to be in the video. Bogota, Colombia. We were traveling in Bogota for a couple of days, being dangerous. He wouldn't even leave the hostel like past 10 o'clock. And now I'm in Tokyo with this guy. It's super cool. Do the Asian thing.
It's like super strong beer.
All right, you guys ready? For all the time.
You heard us. Anyone?
Arigato. Oh.
That was good.
All right, guys. We're pre-gaming here.
Strong zero. Double lemon.
And we're about to go find a nightclub. Hopefully they'll let us in because we don't have our passports. This guy's super scared about that. Finally here. Got to Disneyland. Moment of truth. Already purchased my ticket online. What a blessing, right? This is my stop.
Yeah, we
Okay.
get there.
Well, have fun swimming.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Salamat po. What's your name?
Shutaro.
Shutaru.
Yeah.
Naho.
Naho. Princess Naho. Prince Shutaru. Before I even came to Tokyo, I kind of felt like there was this quiet weight that I had imposter syndrome. And I kept thinking like all the skills that I had ever built over the years somehow evaporated. Like they never even belonged to me in the first place. So I came here with a plan to film and I wanted to prove myself, maybe the world, but mostly myself, that I'm not an imposter. And Tokyo welcomed me in its own way. I mean, it was incredible. It wasn't easy. So I picked up my camera full time, or at least I had to pick up my camera full time. But what I really learned was that I don't need to film everything. I can slow down, I can breathe, and choose the moments that matter the most. Ultimately, I could just be conscious and be intentional. So something ridiculous happened. I walked into a wrong hotel where I had a reservation and somehow ended up gifted with 10 nights at the Ritz-Carlton. 10 nights, free, breakfast included, $0. I feel like life has its own sense of humor. Capturing people wasn't simple, but all I had to do was ask. And that's it. My extroverted personality gets me to a lot of places. Self-differentiation in real time. Now, keep in mind, this was 2023, and only now I finally am getting around to this footage. But that's the point. Maybe creativity doesn't follow the clock. Maybe it follows courage. I think personally this trip started with something. The beginning of realizing that travel doesn't have to be wandering without direction. I can simply pick up the camera with intention. I can create stories instead of waiting for them. Tokyo taught me that imposter syndrome doesn't have to be a way of thinking. It goes away by doing, by showing up, by separating who I truly am from the noise in my head. Self-differentiation. Trusting myself has been amazing. Trusting myself enough to make something, anything, and call it mine. So here it is, a story from a version of me who, by the way, had imposter syndrome, who finally started believing I belong behind the camera. And maybe this is just the beginning.